Welcome to Cancun, Mexico and Cancun International Airport. Now this video is going to take you from the plane seat right through customs, duty-free, baggage claim, and that's when things went off the rails. Security is definitely heightened this year. Then out into the taxi and shuttle area to find your ride to your accommodation or hotel.
I was just a glimmer back in 69. Thank you.
Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Cancun, Mexico and Cancun International Airport. It is roughly 11 a.m. This morning at 2 a.m. we got picked up by our shuttle. It was an hour ride to Toronto International Airport. We got through all that stuff and we were supposed to take off shortly after 6. There's the plane we're getting off of. Flair Airlines. It was one of the most beautiful takeoffs ever as we broke through the clouds coming up to 35,000 feet. The sun just broke over the horizon. It was a magical sunrise at 35,000 feet. I popped that video out maybe last week. So here we are, 4-hour flight from Toronto to Cancun. Roughly 11 a.m. Looks like a nice day. Definitely better weather here than where we left. I think that's Air Transat. There's a number of other Canadian airlines around the airport here that we can see. So this is my second time coming down to Cancun. I did a video last year through arrivals process. Now, I thought I would have just left it at that because that video is being viewed a lot. It's over 30,000 views right now. Until I witnessed what's going to happen right here. Now, last year, just to bring you up to date, we did not have e-gates. And number 2, luggage took a long time last year. And 3, after the luggage thing, it was pretty quick to get out, but then it was a gong show trying to get our ride or travel because we're heading down to Playa del Carmen. Well, this was the opposite this year. We're going to go through customs here. We're on our way to customs. It was e-gates, very fast. And then the luggage was a lot faster this year. But then, after we got our luggage, it turned into a gong show. So we're going to line up for our e-gates here. Last year there was a long lineup, and you're going to see us go through this pretty quickly. Now this year, after we got our luggage, I'm going to tell you about it now because we don't have any footage of it. Because I had to turn the camera off. And dogs everywhere, sniffing everything. We got put in a special line with a lot of other people, and they went through our baggage. And we were in line watching these people go through other people's baggage. And it was remarkable, the detail. They were taking people's toiletry bags out, ripping them apart, taking out fingernail polish, smelling it, looking at the color, smelling people's deodorant. It was unbelievable. It was just so time consuming and it seemed so unnecessary. And it took so much time. And then we had to go through the dogs that it was heightened security. That's all I'm going to tell you. Is that the security this year was through the roof. And it took a lot more time to get through. Here we are at the e-gates. Long story short, she's going to get through the e-gates. Mine's not going to work. I'm going to have to go over and get in a line, which wasn't too long. Plus, I have a passport that's got to be reissued in the next few months, so I can understand maybe why it didn't accept it. So I'm going to head over there, and then we're going to be on our way to the baggage claim. Last year we came down, it was at night, and baggage was a gong show. Like, I'm going to say 45 minutes to an hour to get our baggage. Today, it was fast. So, e-gates, faster. Luggage, faster. And then we thought, hey, we're scot-free. We're heading out. We're going to try and find our shuttle because we wanted to get down to Playa del Carmen and get on the beach as fast as possible. It's 11 a.m. We thought maybe we can be down on the beach by 1.
What's the flight number? 261811.
No. So eventually we got our bags and we got put in a special line. And I don't even know the word is special because almost everybody that was getting their bags was put in this line. So it made for a very slow, arduous process.
Yes.
And then we're just watching a person in front of us get their bag ripped apart, and then they really don't help you kind of get it back together. They just kind of slop it off to the side there, and you've got to kind of gather up everything, repack it a little bit just so everything can go in there, and then as soon as you come out of there, the dogs are all over you. Now, for most of you, the dogs mean nothing. For some of you, it might mean something, but I'm giving you the heads up. So anyways, we're going to continue to walk here, and at this point, probably taking a little bit of time here, but I didn't have to really wait in a long lineup like I did last year. And we are on our way. But there's people in those rooms there that are being stopped, and I don't know if you want to say interrogated, but there's an issue with their passport. So it happens. And so at this point, we're feeling pretty positive. Flight was number 1 on time. It was a little bit late, but Flair Airlines, okay. And 4 hours, got here. Fairly good flight, fairly comfortable. Now here's the duty free. It isn't very big. I'm going to try and do a little flyby here just so you can kind of see how big it is. Some of you might want to get some stuff here, some of you might not, but I just want to let you know what's available there. I'm here to educate and just let you know what is available. We're going to come around the corner here, and it is a pretty busy airport, and I'm going to give you some stats on that in just a second. So there is the Cancun duty free. That's what it looks like. And it's not huge, but if you're looking for something, you might be able to find it there. There's the duty free. We come around here, and it is the baggage carousels. We are going to baggage carousel number 1. Really close. It's right here. We look up, there it says Flair Airline from Toronto, Canada. Bag 1 comes really quickly, and everything's going well. And then we get bag 2 within a couple minutes. So you look at this, we got off the plane. We were one of the first people off. Went to the e-gates pretty quickly. We took you through the duty free, just walked through it. We got our bags really quickly, and this is where the whole thing turns. We're gonna go over here, and at this point I see the dogs. I see them stopping a whole bunch of people, and I just said, let's just hold on here for a second. Let's let a whole bunch of people go in front of us so that we don't get pulled over. And not because we've got anything to hide, we just wanted to get onto the beach. Whatever, it's probably 11:15, 11:20, and we're thinking maybe we can make it to the beach maybe by 1. It's a beautiful day out there, and I'm just thinking, let's let a whole bunch of people go in front of us, and then when the line kind of gets really long, they're not going to want to put us in the line also. Plus, we see the dogs. There were a bunch of dogs kind of going around and sniffing everybody. We've got nothing to hide, but we just wanted to get to the beach. So here we go. We see a whole bunch of people. I'm going to kind of veer to the right here. So right behind this blue glass is where they're going through everybody's stuff. And I thought the lineup's getting pretty long now. It's at the point where they're not going to pull us over. But we're going to see what happens. I might slow this down, but number one, look for the dogs. You're going to see the dogs. And number two, look at the lineup. It is all the way outside of that room, and yet this lady's still going to motion to us. There you go, motion. And you can see the dogs in the background there. See the dogs walking around sniffing everybody. And then we've got to wait in this line here. At this point, we were just thinking, how much time is it going to take? But man, it was at least an hour. Look at the lineup here. These people were going through the stuff with a fine-tooth comb. It was ridiculous. So anyways, I had to cut the video here, and I'm going to come back right after we get through there right here. I should put one of those 1 hour later or an eternity later. There's a bank if you want to convert some money. I'm going to try and calm down from that going through my bag and having to watch other people's underwear, baggage, toiletries, all the stuff they have in their bag, because it's pulled out right in front of everybody. And I had an hour of looking at other people's packing, and likewise they had a good look at what I had packed too. So we're on our way an hour later. All these rental car companies right here, there's a whack of them. If you're already got one or you want one, you can get them right there. So as soon as you come through baggage, you'll see a bunch of them. There's Addo Bus. It's probably one of the best bus companies up and down the coast here. We're going down to Playa del Carmen. We could get an Addo Bus. I think the Addo Bus is $6 American to go about 55 kilometers south, but that Addo Bus would also go to Tulum, Puerto Morales, and a number of other places up and down the coast. Now when you come to this area here, tourist information, if you're looking for some tourism packages to go to Chichen Itza, some Mayan ruins, or Escaret or XPLOR. I did a video on XPLOR a number of years ago, and that was a fun day. You ever go to XPLOR, if you're into zip lining and underground sinkholes and caves and stuff like that. So you're going to come to this room and you're going to be hanging on the left. You can see that big red sign. So there's Addo Bus again. If you didn't get it on that side, you get it here. So we're going to head to the left here, and this is where all the taxis are, airport shuttles, what else they say, rent-a-cars, ground transportation. That's what we're looking for, some ground transportation. And we're going to head out there. So it's a bit of a long walk when you get out here. You got to walk down to this mini mart. But there are a number of transfers. Like I said, we're going down to Playa del Carmen, 55 kilometers south of Cancun Airport, and it's going to take about 45 minutes. We did it last year. We went with Cancun Airport Transfer. Now, as a Canadian, there's also one called Canada Transfer. There's also an American one, American Transfer. And if you're going to an Airbnb or you're going to a place, and there's lots of transfer, and basically a van. It's going to take you down there, and you're going to see our van in the end here. So you come out here, and you're going to see a whack of people lined up, and it can be pretty frenetic. We're going with Cancun Airport Transfer, but there's not really a stand or a sign or a little office to go into. These guys are just standing around with these little signs, and they might have your name on it if you're booked with them, but often they're not. You have to really scour around here, and you got to find them. And sometimes some people say, hey, you want a taxi, or they'll try and help you, but we just kind of walk around until we find the person. The other thing is, if you are getting on the Addo Bus, I'm going to show you, it's off to the right here, or if you're with an Air Transat vacation, it's over to the right here. I'll show you that over there, but right here they start kind of getting on. You want a taxi, and they're trying to get some business. We're going to try and walk around and try and find this Cancun Airport Transfer. It's a yellow sign. If you want to grab a drink or grab something to eat, you can right there. There's a couple little restaurants if you need something. But beautiful day. We're an hour later than I thought we would be getting out here. And she is looking for Cancun Airport Transfer. They've been good. I hear the Canadian transfer is good. The American transfer also good. So if you're looking to get down to Playa del Carmen or another place around here you want to get to your hotel.
Judy, what's the name of it?
They're all good. You can also see in the background there, you can
There's
see
Cancun
Alamo.
shuttle.
You can see that blue van taking off. So you'll come out here for rental cars, and they usually pick you up and they'll take you over to the rental car lot, and you'll pick up your car and you'll be on your way. So she's going to take a little around to your left, and we're going to find our guy. And he's going to tell us just to wait here for a few minutes. So there he is, Cancun, 2 people, yes. We got our paperwork there, and I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go over here and just show you where the ATO bus stops, and we might consider doing the ATO bus next time. It's a fair bit cheaper, but you've also got some of the big hotel buses here. You've got Air Transat vacation buses over here, and a few other, what do you call them, travel companies that have buses here at the airport to pick you up and take you to your all-inclusive somewhere. Because we're not going to an all-inclusive, we're going to be back there, but I'm just going to head over here and show you how far you have to walk, just so you can see the ATO bus. So this is the airport bus. I'm sure it stops at a number of places. It might take you into Cancun, and then might start driving south to Puerto Morales, and then keep going farther to Playa del Carmen, and then keep going down to Tulum. Probably heard the news that Tulum now has an airport, just opened up a couple of weeks ago. So I wonder if that's going to cut into ATO's bus business going from Cancun down there, because you can just fly into Tulum now. So here's a bunch of people getting on a bus. It's obviously more budget, it's cheaper, and it's going to take you into a city. There's what the ATO bus is. They're nice buses, they're good buses. We're going to head over to the right here, and we'll see Air Transat travels. We'll also see a big bus for a wedding. I think there's like 40 or 50 people with a wedding party that's going to be going to this hotel. So they're all going to get on this bus, and they're going to go to this all-inclusive 5-star place in Cancun. So this is going to end. I'm going to walk back, but I'm going to cut that out so you don't have to listen to me for the next 4 minutes while I walk back. So there's an Air Transat tour, and everybody's getting on there. So now we are back. There's Alamo picking up some more rental car people to take them out to the lot to get them. And we are going to now be walked over to our shuttle. We're going to get in. I will say that Cancun Airport transfer is good. But I also want to say, in hindsight, you saw we got off the plane. It was pretty quick. Customs e-gates quick. Baggage really quick. But then, man, security is through the roof this year. Be prepared for it. Set aside some time for it. And I'll just say thanks for coming along on this walk. If you have any questions, pop them in the comment section. I'll say ciao for now. And here we are with our shuttle. We're heading to Playa del Carmen and the beach. Bye-bye.